Hey there everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on Coaster Pursuit. Hi, hello! Today we are kicking off the last two parks in my kind of fall 2025 coaster tour, and we're at King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia. Super excited. This is my first time to this park, and it's one of two stops that I'll be making over the weekend. It is actually Halloween night, and the park is open from 6 p.m. until midnight tonight. So my plan for King's Dominion, and we have 14 potential credits here, including Kitty Junior rides. My plan tonight is to essentially just do some basic kind of scenery filming and stuff and just get on coasters, but I don't think I'm going to provide my thoughts and opinions on stuff tonight. I really want to check out the haunt and the scenery and all that stuff, get on some coasters, but I'm here for a full day tomorrow, so this will be a 2-day vlog. And tomorrow's 11 a.m. to midnight, so that's when I'll have time to go through each coaster and give you my thoughts on it and all that stuff. But tonight I kind of just want to walk around, get a lay of the land since we only have a few hours, and get some night rides in, and then just use the clips and stuff that I filmed today for footage for the overall vlog. So this is just a little hi hello and just letting you know the fact that I will be here for 2 days, but I'll incorporate pretty much everything that I do tonight into the overall vlog. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it all, but I just wanted to do a little intro and say, hey, we're here at King's Dominion and we're doing 2 days here. I'm going to go ahead and get a line. The park opens in about 15 minutes, and honestly, I'm probably going to race directly to Pantherian because that's like my bucket list coaster here, and then probably Twisted Timbers, and then we'll just see where the rest of the night takes us because I have all of tomorrow. I have a fast lane for tomorrow as well, so I'll be able to get everything done. This is just kind of a little extra bonus since I was able to get into Virginia early enough to enjoy it, and my Airbnb is literally like right on the other side of I can see it from here, from the entrance. It's a rough spot, but it was cheap, it'll suffice, and I plan on staying at the park till midnight each night, so I don't have to be in that Airbnb very long. But I walked in, I checked in before I came across the street, and I was like, oh, yikes, but it's okay. So let's get in here, let's get into King's Dominion, enjoy the Halloween evening, see what there is to see for the haunt, and then we'll go from there. Let's go. How cool! We're here, King's Dominion! Alright, park just opened here at King's Dominion. Their international street is like a little bit shorter, it feels like, than the Kings Island. I think it's a smaller park, so that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like the grand fountain, or the main fountain's a little bit shorter. They do have a stage at the end, so it's a similar kind of setup right here at the start. We'll see what the rest of the park looks like, but yeah, I'm gonna make my way clockwise through the park today, starting at 6 o'clock and making my way around. I thought I wanted to make Pantherian my first ride, but I might make Rapterra my first ride. It looks like that one might be a longer wait as the evening goes on. How cool is that? But again, I have tomorrow as well. There's Possessed. See a lot of people making their way there. I did a rough look at the park layout, so I think I know what I'm doing, but I guess I'll find out. But yeah, we've got Possessed running right now. Should we stop for a minute? I get so, like, when the rope drops and guests are allowed in, I immediately just go into like speed walking mode, but I have time. I need to just chill. That's cool that it comes down over the path. I think I said Possessed. I meant Dominator. What was I thinking? I don't know why I got that confused earlier as well. I don't know what my problem is. Okay, so I might have made a mistake in coming through along the side of Dominator. Kind of goes behind Camp Snoopy, and I didn't realize that it didn't easily get back up to Jungle X. So I'm walking through, is it Camp Snoopy or Planet Snoopy here? And obviously it's all closed because this is like an evening. And I'm like, I feel like I'm the only one back here. I must have taken the wrong turn. I definitely did, but now I'm seeing people again, so we made it work. We made it work. Coming up on Rapterra. And I can see Pantherian off in the back. I haven't seen, oh, there's Tumbili. I haven't seen Reptilian from where we're at. I know it's around here somewhere. We'll have to find it. But there's the entrance for Tumbili. Entrance for Rapterra. B&M launched wing coaster that opened this year, 2025. Oh, and I see the Flight of Fear show building back there. Whoa! Cool! Oh my gosh! Yes, 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 yes. I'm so excited. Let's get on this thing. I like the music. I like the little tropical theming with the plants and stuff. This is pretty well done. This is pretty well done. Wow. I think that guy got a Zen ride. He's like the only one on the train. There's really nobody back in this part of the park yet. I mean, people are trickling in, but it seemed like everyone was going straight for a Dominator, or I know they're doing trick or treat stuff, and I saw a lot of little kids here. Again, it's Halloween, so. Oh, there's Reptilian right in front of me. Duh. Yeah. I'm stoked. I'm so stoked.
Welcome explorers to Rapterra. Unsecure.
There she is. The quote-unquote most intense roller coaster in the world. Pantherian, aka Intimidator 305. I'm excited. Oh. Temporarily closed. Temporary delay in operation, and there's people on the brake run sitting in the train. We'll come back. I'm not too concerned. Well, I guess I am. But just my luck. Just my luck. That's okay. We'll circle back. We'll circle back. I should have come straight here, and then I'd be sitting on that train stuck. Dang it. It's okay. I'll come back. Let's do Flight of Fear. Is it gonna look like Kings Island? It is. It is going to look like Kings Island. How cool. Oh, it's a little... This stuff's a little different. For sure. Huh. Alright. My first time on a bobsled coaster that wasn't... whatever the one was at Knoebels. I've been wanting to ride this style of coaster for so long. This is another Roller Coaster Tycoon must build for me. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked. Pantherian still closed. I got off Flight of Fear. I'm just running around. I'm just gonna do a ride, go back to Pantherian, do a ride, go back to Pantherian until I get official word that it's closed for the whole night. So we'll see. I'm excited.
And enjoy the twists and turns of Reptilian.
All right, Reptilian done. Saving my thoughts and opinions for tomorrow, my full day. But I'm just keeping an eye on Pantherian, still not open. Let's get on Tumbili. Let's see what this is all about. Just kidding. There's out of all the coasters I've done so far, well, I guess I've just done 3, but Tumbili had like a random line. So I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know if I want to wait in line for Tumbili. So we're gonna keep moving around through the park, make my way to the other side probably, and check out Twisted Timbers. I think I need to look on the app and see what lines are looking like now that more people are trickling in. I just want to see a I just want to see a train cycle on this one. We should go, let's go over and look again. Dang. Okay. Pantherian is open. I'm freaking out. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Let's do this. Okie dokie. Four laps. 4 back-to-back laps on Pantherian, and oh my god, creepy. Okay, let's go back in here now. Sounds like there's something creepy. Maybe it was just a kid or something. Oh no, there's zombies. There's zombies. There's zombies. I'm a little mixed up. Mom's a little churned around after Pantherian. 4 laps there, and I am dehydrated. I'm like speechless. I'm not gonna get into it because I want to save it for tomorrow to give my overall thoughts. But oh yeah, Mom needs a drink. Mom needs to sit down before we go on Twisted Timbers. But I'm gonna make my way over there and stop on the way and find a beverage, maybe a snack. But I don't even like. I feel drunk after 4 laps on Pantherian. Oh gosh, let's keep going. Hi. So Twisted Timbers does have a no loose article of any kind policy, and she said even my small little fanny pack will not fit in the in-line lockers, so I would need to go and get a locker. So I was like, oh, I'll go get it. It's $2 for 2 hours. I was gonna do it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be here tomorrow, and I'm actually gonna be here with some other coaster enthusiasts that are meeting up. So I'm like, let me save one ride to experience with some other people tonight. So I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip it for tonight, and I'm just gonna keep cruising through the park. I might just do Racer and some other stuff. I tell you what, Pantherian, that got me. She got me good. And I actually might just go hang out over there and just lap it. But I do need to get some food and a beverage. I'm fading, so yeah, I'm just gonna walk through. I'll take some more shots of just some other stuff. Maybe like this gift shop here looks kind of cool. Some stuff like that, and I'll just kind of tie it into tomorrow. But yeah, this might be my last like talking clip. We'll see. We'll see. Let's keep. Hey there, everyone. Hi. Making my way out of the park. Park just closed. It is midnight. And I might touch base with you at the Airbnb just so I can process, but I was able to get everything in. I guess, I want to save my thoughts and opinions for tomorrow. I'll just let you know. I got everything in except for Twisted Timbers. I'm saving that for tomorrow. Grizzly, Woodstock Express, and the Great Pumpkin Coaster. So I've got 4 credits that I'm missing, right? Yeah, I got everything else. So I was able to get Racer, those reopened. I was able to get Dominator, but I'll just end it with this. I ended up getting 11 laps on Pantherian tonight. So if that's any indication of where my heart lies here at King's Dominion so far, but we'll see how Twisted Timbers stacks up tomorrow. But whoo boy, I am exhausted. It's time to go. So yeah, I don't think we'll recap at the Airbnb because that was it. I'll see you in the morning. I'm gonna have a couple coaster enthusiast pals here with me, I think. So I'm not sure if they'll want to be on camera or not. If they do, I'll introduce you, and we'll go through the park, but I'm hoping they'll want to get on Twisted Timbers with me because that's kind of the last major one. And I'm not sure if Grizzly's even open the rest of the season. We'll find out. It was closed and they had some sort of haunt thing set up. So we'll see. But I'm headed out of the park and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It is Anthony back with another video here on Coaster Pursuit. Hi. Hello. I am out here outside of King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia for a 2-day stop here at King's Dominion. I was actually here yesterday. Last night the park was open from 6 p.m. to midnight, and I'm back again. The park's open from 11 to midnight today, and I'm here just about half an hour outside of park open, just parked here in the preferred lot. And we've got Dominator behind us, which is the longest B&M floorless coaster. But yeah, I was able to get a good majority of credits in yesterday, but I wanted to reserve all of my thoughts and opinions on the coasters until today because it's daylight. I was walking around at night yesterday, so it's daylight. I can show clips of the rides running, all that stuff. So yesterday was just kind of a speed run just to have some fun. I ended up getting 11 laps on Pantherian last night, and I think 1 lap on pretty much everything else except for Twisted Timbers is the only credit I didn't get, and the kids coasters and Grizzly, because Grizzly was closed last night. So gonna try to pick up the rest of those credits. I'm actually here with another coaster enthusiast, so I see if he wants to be filmed or not. Introduce him. Otherwise, we're gonna go through the park and experience King's Dominion here in Doswell, Virginia. So yeah, I'm super excited. I already had a great night, and I'm sure it's gonna be even better in the daylight. So yeah, let's get in there and start getting some credits. Let's go. So nice seeing all the beautiful trees with the leaves changing in the daylight. Alright, we're making our way to Twisted Timbers as our first coaster of the day. Only credit other than Grizzly that I didn't get, and I gotta see if Grizzly's open today. We shall see. So, yeah. Got a little Oktoberfest setup going on over here. Might want to check that out later. Okay, coming back towards the kind of back of the park. We skipped over the kind of midway boardwalk area. We're coming up on Twisted Timbers. I just need to grab a locker because nothing's allowed on this ride. So I've got to grab a locker and then I'll be ready to rock and roll. Twisted Timbers! That thing is awesome. So much airtime on that ride. I felt like it was just kind of trying to launch me out of my seat. for a majority of the ride, and I love that kind of barrel roll down drop right at the beginning. Just a lot of fun. It might be running a little slow since it's in the morning and it's a little chilly, so it might be running a little slow. It felt a little bit slow through those wave turns, so I'm gonna wanna try this again in the afternoon, maybe when it warms up a little bit, and get back on it. But I got front row, back row. Back row is definitely where it was at. I felt like you get those pops of airtime, that kind of ejector feeling, a little bit more, or probably a lot more in the back than in the front, but still a fantastic ride. We're gonna make our way over, I think, to Grizzly and make that my second coaster for the day. Let's go. That was really awkward. So to get into Grizzly, you have to go through this like side gate. It's literally just like a small little fenced gate, nothing specific, and it's closed in the evening for Grimwoods. So they're using the actual entrance for Grimwoods. So you have to kind of like sneak around this little white fence and go through this random gate and go around, and then suddenly you're at the entrance for Grizzly, because it was showing as open, and I'm like, open where? Open where? And so I was about to skip it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens if I go this way, and I was able to figure it out. So we're getting on Grizzly. Let's go. All right, 2 laps there on Grizzly. Back row and then second to front, just behind the front row. Both good times. Back row definitely more fun in my opinion, which is pretty typical for Woody's. Back row on the first drop, you do get kind of pulled out, and I pulled out of your seat, and I was like, oh, this might be a little bit more of kind of a like gentle coaster, not too many forces. But coming over that back or that first drop in the back row, you almost kind of stand up out of your seat. And then yeah, there's quite a few little moments of airtime there as well. So it's a really good ride. There is a little bit of roughness on the second half after the second unbanked churn coming back into the station. Gets a little rough, but nothing too crazy. Those unbanked churns, they always get me with the laterals, and I sat on the side not closest to, you know, where the forces are, so I'm like kind of hunched over the seat next to me, and I was like, oh, I should have sat on the other side, because you have a higher wall on that side. But it's a good time. It's a good time. I like it. I like it. I don't know where it falls in everyone's opinion for Grizzly, but I had a good time. So yeah, other than Grizzly, the only other credits I have are the Great Pumpkin Coaster and Woodstock Express. So I'm going to make my way over to the Planet Snoopy area and just see what things are looking like in terms of lines. And if I don't get the kids credits, I don't get the kids credits. It's okay. But I'm going to go over there and take a peek. Like I said, there are at least 1 or 2 other enthusiasts meandering about, but I think we're just kind of doing our own thing, which is fine by me. So yeah, I'm gonna get some shots of Grizzly and then keep moving through the park. I'm probably just gonna walk across the park to Planet Snoopy and see about snagging those other credits, and probably decide what my ranking is. I need to go through the rest of the rides and give you my opinions in front of each of them, all the ones that I rode yesterday. So I'm sure I'll be getting some additional rides on some other coasters, but we need to talk about Dominator, we need to talk about Pantherian, all of that stuff. So yeah, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's All right, everyone, here we are outside of Apple's Apple, which is, I believe, a mock wild mouse, and It's fun. It's fun. I did it yesterday. Not sure if I'll get back on it today. It was fun. When you're looking at it from the ground and it comes off of this first drop here, I was like, oh wow, that thing actually kind of cooks a little bit down that first drop, and it, mind you, it does, it moves, but it wasn't nearly as much as I thought it was. I was like, oh wow, this looks like way more of a setup than like some of the smaller Wild Mouse coasters that I've been on, but it was okay. It was okay. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna go on it again today, but if I do have time, I'll pop back on it. But did get the credit. I did get to do it at night too, which was fun. But yeah, not really my vibe. Not really my vibe. But we'll keep moving through the park. Let's go. Coming through Candy Apple Grove, and I'm a little hungry, so let's get the Cactus Grove Cantina. Let's check it out. All right, we just did a classic nachos with a Coke and some extra jalapenos. We'll see. We'll see. Spooky spiders. It's like a couple of them might shoot either smoke or web, or I don't know. Maybe it's just support pieces, but those are pretty cool. Oh, it says activation point. Oh, you have to have a lantern to get it to do its fun stuff. So yeah, I forgot about that. All throughout the Halloween season, during haunts and stuff, they have these lanterns that you can purchase, and certain areas you can hold the lamp up against a little receiver and it does some kind of something. Which is a cool little idea. But yeah, I'm just doing a casual cruise. I just finished my lunch, so I'm like full. It's actually pretty good. Nachos are good. Could have used with a little bit more cheese sauce, and maybe a different kind of cheese sauce, but it was fine. It was fine. I'm not a nacho connoisseur. But yeah, we're gonna get on the drop tower. I did this, did the drop tower at Kings Island. It's scary on the way up, but coming down it's not so bad. And I think this is the only other one of its kind remaining in the US. You'll have to let me know, but I'm pretty sure that this style is only left here at Kings Island, or at Kings Island and here at Kings Dominion. You'll have to let me know, but line's nothing, so it's actually been rather quiet so far today, so let's get on. Alright, just got off a drop tower. It's fun. That one doesn't rotate like the one at Kings Island does, so interesting. But yeah, it's fun. I'm getting over my drop tower fear. That one I was kind of like, well, alright, that's fine. But I think it might be a little bit shorter too. But anyway, we're here kind of at one of the ends of the park connecting to Soak City. So I'm gonna try to make my way back down through the kind of, what is it, the orchard, what is it called? Back through the Candy Apple Grove, sorry. Make my way down and get into Jungle X, I think. Hang out there for a little bit, get some more shots, and then probably check out the Planet Snoopy area, see what those kids' coasters are looking like. So yeah, let's keep moving. All right, just got off Racer 75 here at King's Dominion. A lap on each side, and last night I got 2 laps on each side, I think, during the day, or maybe 1 lap on each side during daylight, and then I did 1 lap on each side in the dark, and then I finished with the red side, so I got an extra lap on the red side. I really like these. I will say, or I do feel like this racer, compared to the one at Kings Island, is not quite as kept up. I'm not sure if that's just a me thing or if that's how it is, but especially in the second half on the blue side, it feels pretty rough and a little jackhammery here and there, which I feel like I didn't notice on the one at Kings Island. So I'm not really sure, but I love these out and back styles anyway. Night rides on this were really good. We had a ton of fun, or I had a ton of fun, and the folks that were on the train with me were having a good time too. So I really like the Racer 75 or the Racer models at Kings Dominion, Kings Island. Certainly like it more than Hershey Park, and but Gemini probably is still number 1. But all right, we're gonna keep moving through the park. Let's go. All right, here we are, the singing mushrooms. I saw these last night and I was like, oh, I gotta get back over there and check them out. Now, it looks like it says mushrooms of the singing variety must rest every 15 minutes or so, otherwise their throats will get spore. Ah ha ha ha. Now, I did not see them running last night, and I haven't seen it yet this morning, so we'll keep checking back, but hopefully we get to see the singing mushrooms. Very cool. Okay, got done with Woodstock Express. Good time. Just a fun, little junior Woody. Same as Kings Island, but again, I feel like this one was a little more rough in certain spots, a little bit more janky in certain spots, but that's okay. Right next door is Great Pumpkin Coaster. The line's actually pretty long, and it is, as you could imagine, lots of kids, some kids with some frustration, some crying, some screaming, and I was like, do I want to wait in a 15-minute line for this credit? I don't. So I'm gonna miss the E&F Miler today, but I'm sure I will be back here to this park at some other time. I just need to rope drop the kids' coasters just to get them out of the way, but I didn't do that this morning. I should have done it. So yeah, let's get into Jungle Expedition and probably get on some Pantherian, maybe do some Flight of Fear, and we'll talk about them. Let's go. There we go. My first time on a Boo Blasters style ride, I think. Well, right? I think so. Yes. I think the closest that I've come to this style of ride is like a shooting, moving dark ride is Kaleidoscape at Elitch Gardens. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. The one at Kings Island is closed and is being revamped. So, but I heard this one's better. So, or is better than that version was. So. Oh yeah, look at the gun looks the same as it does on Kaleidoscape. Yep, and the cars look the same too. Interesting. Alright, just got done on Boo Blasters on Boo Hill, and it was fun. It's fun. I love the house that it's in. Very cool, little staging area. You know what's embarrassing is, like, I've never been on any other Boo Blaster style ride before other than Kaleidoscape at Elitch Gardens. So I go in Kaleidoscape, I'm like, oh, it's such a cool like art installation, and they have these little sensors, and you shoot them. They don't like calling it that, but you shoot them and blah 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 blah, and like as if it's like such a like a niche thing, like they completely revamped the ride. No, they took like essentially the exact same system, just put different artwork behind the sensors. So like the whole like sensor system I thought was so cool, even though, and I'm like, oh, you hit the sensors and each little thing does like a cool animation and stuff, like I'm telling friends like when I bring them to Elitch Gardens or suggest it. And I'm sure most of them are like, dude, you're just describing Boo Blasters, but like kind of not as good, because you don't get to keep score. So the shooting just triggers the stuff, but it doesn't. There's no score to be had. It's not a game. It's just like an art installation, which is cool. I like it. But now going on an actual Boo Blasters, I'm like, oh, that's why the little gun's there, because there used to be a purpose behind it and earning points and stuff. So, such is life. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm like, oh, this is what the actual ride is. So, anyway, we're gonna keep moving through the park. I'm gonna check out Great Pumpkin Coaster and see where we go from there. Toombili, our 40 free spin here at King's Dominion. It's okay, it's okay. Did it once today and once yesterday. It's alright. I don't think the 40 free spins are 100% my vibe. They're an okay time, but I want a little bit more. And really, you'll only get some of those good flips and whips right at the start of the run, and then it kind of just slows down. So I don't know. They're not for me. I don't know if I like this better than Joker. I feel like I got a couple more flips out of Joker, and that could just be weight dependent on the run or the train. So I guess I can't really say. Neither of them are my favorite, but I think I like Joker more than Toombili, even though the theming and the look of Toombili is far superior. So let's keep moving through the park. Got done with Reptilian. I was really looking forward to this coaster because it's one of the types of coasters that I build a lot in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, so I was curious to experience one for the first time. They are a lot of fun. I mean, there's not much in the way of forces. You get a little lateral here and there, and when it goes up onto the sides, it's fun, but it's nothing like insane. I like just the uniqueness of it. The trains, the cars are really unique. They're almost in like two different pieces and kind of accordion. So I thought that was really cool. There's a lot to like about Reptilian for sure, and it's definitely a coaster I will go on again. It seems like it might be a fun night ride. So I got front row both times I've ridden it thus far, but we're gonna keep moving and grooving. Coming into Flight of Fear, we're gonna hop on this one. What's interesting is this is part of the Jungle Expedition area, and they have repainted the show building and done this Way Foundation testing facility kind of thing, but on the inside, it looks like Flight of Fear. I don't know how they're going to retheme it, if ever. So yeah, once you get inside, it immediately churns into OG Flight of Fear a la Kings Island. The queue's a little bit of a different setup, but yeah, slightly different. All right, first ride on Flight of Fear at King's Dominion, and that was awesome. That's a good time. I don't know, unpopular opinion, I guess, but I'm a Flight of Fear fangirl for sure. I just love the nice punchy launch, intense going into your first inversion. It's very disorienting. It's such a good time. I just feel like I'm just ear to ear smiles the entire time. Sometimes it's a little knocks you around, but I think it's totally acceptable in my opinion. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of with at least the two that I've been on, King's Dominion and Kings Island, is that mid-course brake run does kind of slow it down, and I feel like for whatever reason, maybe on the King's Dominion one, it felt extra kind of meandering through the second half, but then you kind of hit that corkscrew and you're fine. You know, it makes up for it, but excellent time. I got to do that once yesterday as well. Yeah, I'm learning that the Flight of Fears are I'm a big fan of. Curious to see how Joker's Jinx goes tomorrow with an outdoor one. So anyway, we're gonna make our way to Pantherian and keep moving and grooving. Let's. She's so pretty in the daytime. Wow. Holy moly. This is a beautiful ride in the daylight. I mean, it was great at night too, but wow, what a showstopper. Alright, just got done with my first daytime ride on Pantherian and my 12th lap overall for the trip. This thing is just, it's incredible. It's incredible. I know why it is ranked as one of the, if not the most intense roller coaster in the world. What it does is just so nuts. The amount of forces it applies is just so crazy. Coming out of that first drop into those churns, for me, I gray out occasionally. And for me, it looks like little kind of like starbursts and little fuzzy, blurry eyesight and just kind of like pops of light a little bit. Very interesting. Not a full blackout, I can still see, but it's almost gone. It only happens to me like every second to third ride, and I'm not sure if it is location specific on the train because at the end of the day, that's going through that churn, so I don't know if it really matters if it's front or back, but I typically experience that more frequently in the back than I do towards the front of the train. But, it gets you. The forces are incredible. The airtime hill, couple hills that it does have are really nice. It's not very dynamic in like positive versus negative. It is a positive heavy ride, but I love it. I love it. It's so snappy. It's just so intense. It's a lot. Definitely my favorite ride in the park. Certainly it was a tough call because Twisted Timbers was a good time, but this thing does something to you that just doesn't happen too often, and it's just such a ride. I love it. I love it. It might be in my top 5 overall too. I knew I was probably gonna have a good time, but I thought I'd get off of it like, oh, that's a lot. I'm not sure if I want to marathon it, but I could just go on this thing over and over, at least until I got sick, or I don't know what would happen. But even going into that brake run so quickly, it is number 1 in the park for me. It looks like it just closed for some downtime, so I'm glad I got on it today. But yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love with Pantherian. One of my most favorite coasters that I have ever been on. I love it. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna see what's going on with this downtime. We'll see what's happening here. But yeah, we'll keep going. But I think for now, I think it's confirmed. Pantherian number 1 at King's Dominion for me. Twisted Timbers number 2, and we'll see where everything else shakes out after that. But this thing is just, I could just sit here and watch it. I could just sit here and ride it. I could just spend the whole day just hanging out in the Pantherian little plaza, go get some food occasionally and come back and just watch it. Just the way it whips through those bank turns, just the intensity in the force, even off the ride, watching it and just being like, holy moly, like this is wild. This is wild. And the repaint is beautiful. I love the way it looks. I like the theming. So yeah, I don't know. Trying to think as far as Gigas go, which one is my favorite. So far I've been on Orion, Millennium Force, and now Pantherian. And I don't know, I might have to give it to Pantherian. I don't know. It's just, I get off of it and I'm like, I don't even know. And like, just like the people, when everyone's like, for the most part, silent on the run. Some people get a scream out or two or like a woo, but for the most part, everyone's just kind of like bearing through it. But in my head the whole time that's happening, I'm like, this is insane. And then you get to the brake run and you just hear everyone kind of take a collective like, like finally get to scream. And people are just like, I heard one lady last night, we got to the brake run and you just hear her go, like just like, it's so good. It's so good. It's messed up in the best way. Yeah, this is like, it's something else, man. You haven't gotten a chance to ride Pantherian previously, I-305. It's its own class of coaster for the simple fact that it just tries to like tries to put you to sleep. So yeah, it's awesome. We're gonna see how long this temporary downtime is. We've got some people stuck on the train again. This happened yesterday when I first got here, and it was down for maybe like an hour and a half, and then it came back again. So I'm not too concerned. And I got 12 laps on it, so yeah. Anyway, that's enough blabbing. This might be my number 3 out of everything I've ridden. We'll see. I have to keep thinking about it, but anyway. Let's keep moving and grooving. I'm gonna probably get some food and a drink, which you should stay hydrated and not undernourished if you're marathoning Pantherian. And yeah, I think this might be where I hang out for the rest of the day, unless a couple other enthusiasts that are walking around want to meet up. So yeah, Pantherian. Oh, love it. All right. I forgot that I haven't ridden Rapterra yet today, and we need to talk about it. So I'm gonna get in that line in a minute, but it's got the longest line in the Jungle X area right now, especially with Pantherian just shutting down. A lot of people just kind of flooded over there. So I might grab a snack or something. It's been a couple hours. Grab a snack and hang out here at Outpost Cafe. Then we'll get on Rapterra, and then we'll see where we're at after that. Okay, got a citrus chicken with a mango salad, which actually looks really good. It's here at the Outpost Cafe in Jungle X. And a Peruvian fry bread, which looks suspiciously like the naan from Grain and Grill. But let's get into this. All right, just got done with a meal at Outpost Cafe. That's one of the better meals I've had at any park at all. The citrus chicken was really good. The mango salad was fantastic. Quite nice. And I like the little scenery inside of Outpost Cafe, and it was rather quiet in there, so it was kind of a nice little reprieve. But I'm gonna use the restroom, and it sounds like we're gonna be meeting up, or I'm gonna be meeting up with a couple people here in a minute, so I'm gonna make my way over to Dominator. Very cool. This was my first credit yesterday, so I did get to do this one in the daytime. But I love the little jungle theming and the plants and stuff back here. It's quite well done, and I think as they grow in, it'll look even better. There's that launch. Sun. All right, so we just got off of Flight of Fear and Rapterra, so just want to give some quick thoughts on both of those. Oh, the hair's getting wilder as the day goes. Rapterra is really good. I like it. I think that's the third wing coaster that I've been on, Gatekeeper and Wild Eagle being the other two, and I'd say this is number 2. I like it more than Wild Eagle. I understand what people are talking about with like the shuffling and kind of the shaky and rattly nature of Rapterra, especially considering it's a 2025 coaster. So I do get it, but it's still a good time. I just hope that doesn't mean that it's going to age poorly. That's really the only thing I could think of is, if it feels like that now, what's it going to feel like later on down the road? So I hope that it stays in great working order for King's Dominion for years to come, and it doesn't end up being a problem child from B&M. But I do enjoy it. I love a launch, so I had a good time there. I think the guys are waiting for me. Oh no, they're getting a locker. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I would say that's number 2 after Gatekeeper. I still love Gatekeeper. I love the keyhole elements. I love that it's by the water. And then Flight of Fear, very similar to the one at Kings Island. I will say that the mid-course brake run on this one feels like it stops you a little bit harder, so you kind of crawl through that second half until you get to the corkscrew is fine. But themed very similarly. I like the one at Kings Island a little bit better, but from what I hear, Joker's Jinx is going to be my number 1, because I do like Flight of Fear coasters, or the Flight of Fear style. You can FOF me anytime, and I'm happy. So let's keep going. I think we're going to do Pantherian next, so let's go. We caught the end of it. All right, just got done with Great Pumpkin Coaster, ENF Miler little kiddie coaster. The guys are on the next train after me, so yeah, had to get the credit, and we waited until the end of the day before Planet Snoopy closes in hopes that the line would be as short as possible. But it looks like a lot of the families are making this their last ride of the night, so that was the longest line that I've waited in at the park at all so far. So I thought that was pretty funny. It's the smallest smallest coaster had the longest line for me. Woodstock Express, which is right across the way here, also has a pretty long line. Again, the families are trying to get that last ride in before they head home and before Planet Snoopy closes, which is totally understandable. So we're trying to wait on Pantherian. It is showing as closed, and it's been closed for the majority of the afternoon. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on that to see if it does open up. Otherwise, we're probably going to check out one of the haunted houses because they are included with admission here at King's Dominion. So we're going to try to check one of those out maybe and hang out. But yeah, we've got everything. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you all about... I don't know if there's any coaster that I haven't recapped yet. If there is one, then I will try to recap it before the end of the night. But I'm pretty sure we've covered everything. It just doesn't feel like it because there's 16 potential credits, I think, or 15, and it feels like I haven't talked that much about them, but I guess we have. So anyway, I'm gonna film these guys. Let's keep going. All right, everyone, so we are just a few minutes before 7, before the park fully switches into haunt mode, and we've got a 7 o'clock show that everyone's gathered around for. So Xander and AJ went up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, which is right behind me. We saw it running. We're like, okay, let's get on it, because it was closed yesterday, at least during the haunt. So they were like, let's get on it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it, but I'm not sure, like... when I did it at Kings Island a couple months ago, I really had like a mini meltdown up there. But I was like, let me do it again. It just takes repetition, and usually I'll get over things. But no, we got in that elevator, and as we were rising, I felt myself like panicking more and more. And by the time we got to the top, I was like, no, I don't want this to be a thing. So I was like, guys, I'm just gonna ride back down. We'll see you when you're done. And I'm gonna go back down. So I didn't want to chicken out, but I was just like, the observation decks like that, I struggle with them. I don't know how I get over that mental block, but I have a tough time. But anyway, they said they'll be down in like 10-15 minutes. They're just gonna walk around, and then we're gonna do a couple of the haunts, and then hopefully Pantherian will open, and we'll make our way that way. So, but they have a Rita's. There's Rita's here, which I didn't realize they'd have that here. So I might convince them to let me get Rita's for everyone because I want some. So anyway, I'm gonna hang out down here, and we'll see you on the next clip. While I'm down here, I should probably talk to you all about Dominator. I think that is another one that I didn't... let me stop spinning so much. There we go. I think that was another one that I didn't chat about. Dominator is the longest B&M floorless, I think, and I do like it. My first ride on it last night, I was in the second to last row, and it was towards the end of the night, and it was very chilly, so my ears were super cold, and it does have a couple little moments of headbanging. Not anything extreme, but little hits, like I'd say like 3 or 4 spots throughout the course. You get a kind of boom. But when your ears are cold and you get them hit, oh, they were throbbing. So I was kind of upset at Dominator last night, and I was like, I don't like that ride. That really hurt. And then we rode it again today, and it's good. It's good. It's really good. I think the second half after the brake run is my favorite part. You get that airtime drop. It's a good time. So I do really like it. I sat in the same row, second to last this time. And again, my head got a little bounced a couple of times minimally, but it doesn't feel nearly as egregious as when your ears are freezing, so I'm happy with it. I'll probably do my ranking and everything at the end of the night, or at least my top few, but obviously Pantherian #1, Twisted Timbers #2, and after that I still need to think about it. So yeah, that's that. Let's go to the next clip. I might try to see if the guys want to be on camera or not. I'm not sure, so I'll ask. All right, bye. Hey there, everyone. Anthony back with the final clip here for my 2 days at King's Dominion. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how this is going to be edited and put together. I spent the first portion of the day methodically going through, finishing up the credits that I hadn't been on, and filming some shots of the trains as they were going through their courses and stuff. And then I met up with a couple coaster enthusiasts, and things just kind of got, not out of hand, but I just kind of lost track of what I wanted to do as far as filming and stuff. We just started hitting up a bunch of different rides and kind of bouncing here and there all over the park. And then once the haunts opened, we started doing all the haunts, which I wasn't anticipating doing, but I wanted to go with them through the haunts. So the afternoon and evening just kind of got away from me completely, but in the best of ways. I had an amazing time. First time really going with a couple coaster enthusiasts to like a larger park. I've been to Elitch Gardens, Lakeside, and Glenwood Caverns with Bryant over at Coaster 365 and another enthusiast, but this was the first time it was like a big park and during a haunt, so there was just a lot to do. So I didn't film very many clips, and I don't even know if I got all of my coasters filmed or responded to all the coasters at King's Dominion, so it's just gonna have to wait until I edit this, and I'm gonna slap it together as best I can, and I hope you do get to enjoy what I did film. But I will be back here for sure. I'll say that as far as rankings go, I'm still trying to figure out all the numbers, but Pantherian is #1, Twisted Timbers is #2, Rapterra is #3, Dominator's #4. So I've at least got those down. I got another ride on Dominator. My first ride gave me a little bit of headbanging. I was in the second to last row, and gave me a little bit, and it was at night and it was cold, and it really hurt my ears because my ears were cold, and then getting smacked around it just like they were throbbing for a good portion of the evening last night. Tonight, or today, I got a day ride on it. My ears weren't cold, and I sat in the same row. I ended up landing in the same row. It still gave me a little jostle, but it was not nearly as uncomfortable when my ears were warm. So I'm much happier with Dominator. It's a lot of fun, especially the second half of the course. But I've already talked a bunch about Pantherian. I'm trying to figure out if it might be my favorite coaster I've ever been on. It might be. I need to think about it because right now I've got Steel Vengeance as #1 and El Toro as #2. And I think it's tough. It's just an amazing ride. It's just an amazing ride. But I'll leave it at that. I will try my best to do a formal, like, scripted ranking and my overall thoughts of every park I've been to, or just a recap of the fall at some point, so I can dive into it a little bit deeper. But lesson learned for filming and for the channel is when you're gonna have pals or coaster enthusiasts or friends around, it's definitely a lot harder to keep like a systematic schedule and make sure that you've gotten everything. You're kind of juggling what other people want to do and what they're feeling, and so you kind of have to do a mix. So it'll be interesting how I put this together, and I will have to strategize a little bit better or give myself an extra day next time. That way I can do all of my filming stuff and then do, you know, palling around stuff. So, but it was a fantastic experience. I wouldn't trade it, and I'm in no way complaining. It was amazing. I'd do it again exactly the same way, but it just means that it's a little harder to kind of figure out how you're gonna film stuff. So I'll leave it at that, but tomorrow I am going to the closing day of Six Flags America, so that'll be another trip that I'm not quite sure how that's all gonna shake out, but I'm gonna do my best, and hopefully I'll have a video to share of it. But thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next Coaster Pursuit. Bye.